Number of structures standing. Or number of structures standing for structure collapse one. Let's go. Good afternoon, everyone. I did great. So today, I'm going to present our observation. So our setup, we had soil and different types of structures. So in trial one, in shaping, we first shaken the structures gently. Then we noticed that before we did the shaping, the structures were all calm, both in gentle and strong shaking. And then after shaking, in the general shaking, we noticed that most of the buildings, most of the structures stay put, nakatayo pa rin sila, except the human, the tao. Kasi at least, hindi yung mga lumabag, mahihilo ka pa mag-earthquake. But in the strong shaking, none of the structures actually stay standing, lahat sila tumba. And specifically, number of structures that stand sa gentle is 4, natumba is 1, yung human, and then the remaining, ang natira naman, ay sa strong naman, 0 ang remain standing, and then number of structures that collapse is actually 1 or specifically 5. Thank you.
Good afternoon once again. After performing the activity for both gentle and strong shaking, we have noticed that before we shape the structure or the setup, the structures are still standing, they're stable, and they're standing straight. But after shaking the structures for both gentle and strong, for only for gentle, there's only a minor shaking or minor vibration. But for the strong shaking, there was actually major damage because the buildings collapse, including the people and even the trees. And you also notice there are cracks in the soil. And as for the number of structures standing in the gentle, almost all are still standing, but on the strong shaking, none of them are still standing, but everyone or every structure collapsed. As for the number of structures collapsing gentle, none of them actually collapsed, but in the strong, everything collapsed.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sonny, for participating actively in our activity. So let us give ourselves a good job clap. She's a Balodi.
Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job.
So now, let us discuss your observation from the activity and connect them to the concept of earthquake. So an earthquake is a big, strong shaking of the ground caused by the movement of the rocks inside the earth. So, based from your activity, where do you think is the movement? Was started in your model. Yes, Louis?
The movement started from the bottom of the sun until it rise. The movement rise up on top of the soil.
Very good. And what do you call the point inside the earth where the earthquake starts or begins? Yes? Rodina, maybe a starting point? Or very good. Yes, very good. So, the point inside the earth where the earthquake begins is called the focus. And that was the first where the energy was first released, and at that point was the shaking was spread in all directions, causing vibrations called the seismic waves, and the point directly above the focus was called the epicenter. So now, who can come in front and label the focus, the epicenter, and the seismic waves in the model? Yes, Alan? In your activity, what does the paper strip represents in the sense? Yes? Angel?
I think this is a graph because when they shape our model like the starting separation.
Oh, very good. That is correct. And what do you call the crack or the break in the Earth's crust where the movement occurs? Yes? Jessica? Break line or fracture? Yes, very good. So the crack or the break in the Earth's surface where the movement occur is called the fault. It's called the fault. And earths occur because earthquakes occur because the rocks suddenly move inside. And now we can come in front and label the fault in the model. Yes, Rosina. Very good. So now, based on the activity, what do you in which part of your model was mostly affected by the strong shaking of your model? Yes, Alini? The American Nervous Center was the one who is mostly affected. Very good. And how would you describe the differences from the shaking when it was gentle and become stronger? Yes, Axel?
Gentle
what do you call the total energy released by the earthquake? Yes, Anthony? Yes, that's right. So the second way to measure an earthquake is the magnitude. It is the total energy released by an earthquake. So again, what is the point where the earthquake begins? Anthony? Very good. And what is the
Good afternoon once again. So today this is our preferred list plan. So we have different intensity. The weak, strong, and completely devastating. So we noticed that before, regardless of intensity, we must always prepare emergency kit or bag with emergency supplies. But in weak, we noticed that we should just stay calm because it's not really that strong earthquake. But in strong, we must secure loose objects, make sure na dapat yung mga aparador naka-close, wala mahulog na bagay that can cause property damage. And in completely devastating, dapat i-move natin yung mga heavy furniture away from areas kung saan na pwede tayo maapektuhan. During, it's almost certain and expected na during, we must always duck, cover, and hold in air sa furniture na kung saan you can be protected. And then, we also notice that in completely devastating, we must stay away from windows. After, so weak and so strong, we must check for damages. May mga area sa bahay na pwedeng kailangan agad bigyan ng attention o kaya ayusin. While in completely devastating o masyadong malakas ang earthquake, we must evacuate, especially if there are cracks or if dangerous na yung area. Thank you.
Okay, next is the center
what Okan said. So, before the earthquake, we need to prepare basic necessities such as yung mga goods, hand goods, waters, batteries, and etc. At alam na natin kung ano yun sila. And during the earthquake, kapag mahina lang, dapat is either mahina pa siya strong or completely devastating. Always talaga natin i-follow yung down cover and hold. And then dapat di tayo mag-panic since it can cause like if mag-panic tayo, really talaga na makakita tayo because of that. And we need to go to safer areas away from buildings. Dapat malakas na. And after, dapat be cautious tayo at all times since baka the buildings might fall in the storm and completely devastating. And dapat, if we are near the shore, dapat mag-avoid tayo dun kasi baka possible na magkakaroon ng tsunami. And also, we need to avoid areas with tall buildings. So sa week naman, be cautious.
Okay. Let's give ourselves amazing love. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ding, 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 amazing!
Thank you very much. And that is all.
Okay. So you may now keep your first group 6, 7. Dalawa na lang, no? Ayun lang, dalawa. Wala pa kayong, you did not submit yet. Wala pa. When will you submit? Come here, come here. Sinong 6? 6. So, ang schedule nyo will be on Monday. Tama ba? Yeah. Monday. So, I need that. Kahit tomorrow, no? Submit it online. Then we may be discussing online. If okay naman, kung okay naman, i-approve ko na.
May hard copy po kami ngayon.
Ah, okay, good. Sige sa akin. Yung sa inyo wala pa.
Sulat pang
Okay, sige. You can have it until tomorrow, ha? Para po. Time pa na.
Yes.
Ay, ang baka.
Bali yung chinit siya namin research at yung sequence lang.
Finally, Chloe.
Huwag na isama.
Objectives ninyo. Saan papasok yung 3 times?
Saan sa?
Kami dito sa classrooms yun. Pero papasok doon. Types of movements. So first you ask them if they notice documentaries. Wala sa pagduya. And then after this, of course, do this associate both sa tatlo, di ba? Divergent, divergent. What should be the next question? Para dito pa lang, so from this, so how do you associate? Although wala pa sa video, but hold it. Again, they hold it. Or you can give them a little information about it para ma-associate mo. Tatlo. Dito ka lang dapat masasagot. Or ma-identify at least. Ano yung chocolate? Kasi kung dito pa rin, it doesn't make sense.
Follow-up question ako, sir, or ilagay
Whether it's follow-up or hindi ko sabi bahala. Basta ayun siya. Basta ayun siya.